Hey you! Thanks for watching my video. I have a terrific one for you today. I have my dynamite Gumbo Ya-Ya, which is a chicken and sausage gumbo. I will have your ingredients listed below. So without further ado, let's get started. So first we're going to start out with making our own Creole blend, which consists of thyme, oregano, white black pepper, granulated garlic, granulated onion, black pepper, salt, cayenne pepper, and paprika. We're going to stir to combine. But if you guys don't want to make your own Creole blend, just get a Louisiana brand of Creole seasoning like Tony's. There's some other ones that are out there that are really good, because some people put some crazy stuff in there like chili powder and cumin, and those are Mexican spices, so I have no idea why they would even put that in a Creole dish as far as Creole spices would be concerned. Anyway, I've put 2 heaping and maybe a little bit more seasoning on my chicken because they want to make sure it's all coated in this wonderful Creole seasoning that we just made. And so I'm going to set it aside, and then I'm going to get some oil ready. So in a pot, I've added some oil. I've let it heat to temperature. Now I'm adding in okra. Now okra is like the root vegetable for making gumbo. Now I know a lot of people don't like okra, considering me too, because it's slimy and I'm not down for the slime. So this right here is something that I learned through research, that frying okra gets rid of the slime. Did you know that? Okay, if not, now you do. So I'm frying the okra, and as you see, it really foamed up my entire grease. I don't know why it did that, but hey, I'm not gonna let it go bad. Now I'm going to add some chicken to it, and so it's still foaming up, I guess because it still got some residue of the okra in there, but I don't care. I know it's gonna all be flavor, so I'm just going to toss my chicken in this and fry it up. Now I'm not gonna cook it all the way done, but I do want a little bit of a fry on it. Then I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the sausage. I'm gonna fry the sausage up, and then I'm gonna get a little brown on it. I'm gonna take it out as well. And then then after that comes the more trickier part, which is making the roux. Okay, now I've taken the sausage out, and to my oil, I have added some flour. Now, when you make the roux, the goal is to get it to a chocolate brown and not to go too far, because if you go further than that and it's black, it's burnt, you have to chunk it and start all over again. But this is the basis of it, and it seems like it's really thin, but as the flour cooks down, it's going to get darker and darker, and we just have to just keep moving the flour. That is the goal, is to keep moving this roux in this oil. Keep moving it, because if not, it can burn and it can go really quickly. Now I did this pretty on a pretty high heat, but you can, so it don't take as long, because you can get it done in like 5 minutes if you turn up the heat. But for beginners doing this roux, take your time. And as you see, I've switched things, and it's gotten a little bit browner. I'd switch to a whisk and watch it get darker, like really quick. Now that's almost like a brown, but we want it to go a little bit darker than that. There we go. That's where we want it. We want it to that chocolate brown color. So once you add in the holy trinity, which is bell pepper, celery and onion, it stops the flour from cooking. So it's going to get a little bit darker. Don't worry about it. The flour itself, as far as making a roux, is fine. It's not going to be burned, but we do want to cook our vegetables a little bit. And we also want to add some seasoning to that. So I added 2 big heaping tablespoons of the Creole seasoning to this because I wanted to cook a little bit. And so next I'm going to add in the garlic, and I'm going to add in my bay leaves, and I'm going to stir that around as well and let that saute for a little bit. I'm just building some flavors, you guys. Look at that. That is flavor, flavor, flavor. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some chicken stock. I really needed chicken stock, but I only had chicken broth. So I'm going to add some bouillon in later to give it a little bit kick more of chickeny flavor. But the stock is the best way to go if you're going to use chicken stock, or make your own, make homemade chicken stock. That is even better. So to this, I'm ready to add a little bit of chicken stock or broth and I'm going to stir that around, and I want to do it a little bit at a time just so that I can make sure that I don't have a bunch of clumps in my gumbo. Who wants some clumpy gumbo? Who wants to take a bite of flour stuff? No, not acceptable. So just do a little bit at a time until you get it to, and as you see, it thickens up a little bit at a time when you do a little bit at a time, but it knocks out all the clumps out of your gravy or soup or whichever one you want to call it, because technically it's kind of a soup, but it's gumbo, so you can't really say it's a soup because it's gumbo. Okay, so I added in the rest of my chicken stock, and I'm stirring that around. And we got to bring back all of the members back to the family. So we're going to add back in the chicken and the sausage to the party, and any juices that it rendered, we're adding that too. Because we leave nothing left behind. Absolutely nothing. Okay, next I've added in some thyme. About 4 or 5 sprigs of thyme. I'm adding the okra back to the party. And of course, I gotta have more flavors, so I'm gonna add in some more Creole seasoning. And because I didn't use chicken stock, I'm gonna add that chicken bouillon to it, just so that I know I got that extra chickeny flavor or extra flavor in there that I'm looking for. Now I'm going to stir all of this to combine. Now the next step is I want to turn the heat up because I want to bring it to a boil, because what happens is all of the flour impurities will come to the top. Here you go. And I don't want that in there, so I'm ready to skim that off. And I just wanted to show that to you, me skimming off the impurities of the flour on the top of my soup. I don't want to eat that. I want to get it all off. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to next stir it again just so you can see how lovely it looks. I'm going to reduce my heat, let it cook on a medium heat for about 45 minutes so that all of my flavors can come together greatly, or just make it like just so yummy you just can't help yourself but to take a bite. So that looks awesome right there. I think I've scraped off all of the impurities off the top of it, which is awesome because no one wants to eat that. Now we're going to put a lid on it and we're going to let it simmer again. Like I was saying, 45 minutes. Okay, look at this. So now I'm fishing out all of the stems and the bay leaves because, nobody really wants to chomp down on that. And then I'm going to have your bowl ready for you. Make sure you have already have your rice ready and cooked to the side. You guys have to make this dish. It is so freaking delicious. All right, here we go. Here's your bowl. I have it ready for you. And here is the yummy, yummy chicken and sausage gumbo. Gumbo Ya-Ya, y'all. Gumbo Ya-Ya. So as always, I want to say thank you for watching and enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Don't forget to click thumbs up and subscribe so that you can get all of my new videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.